You're listening to the sounds of DJ.
Here's another guest on the Bankai Hour. Yo, DJ, drop that shit.
I got you when you come out there and stuff like that, and then you out there and you just left by yourself.
Yeah, that's the worst.
It's worse. And you know, I'm one that lost everything a couple of times and then got it back, and can never say I stayed down. I fight like hell.
Right.
You know, so I went out to LA, and mathematics wanted me on a track.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even do it. You know, like my mental wasn't even there. And I was just like, well, I got somebody for you though.
Oh yeah.
And then Skanks did it, and we didn't even know he had put that out.
Yeah.
That song out.
Right.
And who you ended up doing that song with? That song was with
I don't remember.
what's the guy that hangs out with Meth Man?
Who, Redman?
Not Redman. I forgot.
I
the
can't remember.
name, but he's on Mathematics DJ Wu-Tang's DJ album that came out. I couldn't even write for that, so I just was like, okay, whatever. So then I moved to South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And I was chilling there, and not really doing much. Like people would pay me for verses, and I'll do it. Didn't really have too much in my heart into it, and then I was approaching the 20-year anniversary of The Givers, one of my first singles that EPs that I did with Lone Catalyst. I had did Lunchroom Classics with him and Talib, and we did another couple of songs that he ain't never put out. And so, and I did a joint with a couple of joints, I think, with High Tech. And, you know, just like the little stuff, like, you know, High Tech, you know, he got his deal, but I don't think it was Rawkus. It might have been. One deal he was doing his own album. And I was like, yo, I want to get on the album. You could put that joint we did. And he was like, oh, you got to send me a demo. I was like, a demo? I was like, I said, people, they do forget. Don't they forget? But hey, whatever. And now look where he at now, being mad at everybody. But, you know, people you open your home to, and, you know, when they came, when people come to your town, you just really looked out for a lot of people. And so that Gibbous was coming up. So I wanted to do a 20-year, everybody was doing their 20-year or whatever, re-release, it's the anniversary joint. So I wanted to do a 20-year anniversary of the Gibbous. So I named it the Gibbous 2020. And then that's when you reached out to me.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I was just like, I was getting a little bit stuck with everything. And you was like, you know, nobody heard, you know, people need to hear you, and, you know, the pep talk he'd be giving me and stuff like that. And he's like, you could do it. So I went in the studio, and Omari, you remember Omari?
Yeah.
Omari sent me a beat. That became Grand Rising, you know. And, you know, all through this time, you know, Strawberry always, you the shit. You got to go in there. You better let bitches know. That is like, you know, she be on me. She got my back. She's always instilling confidence. You know, just like pushing me, because me, I'll be like, fuck it. Sometimes I just be like that.
You need that motivation.
Hey, yeah, because it's like you don't want to go through the same thing and run through the same old thing. But I'm glad that today we have our own power, so we can choose to put out stuff, and it's not like, you know, it'd be nice to make a whole lot of money off of this, but just to let people know, yeah, I do this, and I've done it, and so
you control your own destiny.
that's right.
Now.
You're absolutely right. And so we put together the Givers, and then after the Givers, you was on me for the next thing. What we gonna do now? What we gonna do now? And then that became the mixtape. And you got DJ Toshi, but you had me perform with you, and this was my first performance, was in like maybe 20 something years. I ain't performing, and we went down to rock the house.
Oh, that's when we went to Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
And we went down to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And It was me, you, and Justin.
Yep, I
You
remember
and
that.
Justin
Yep.
and my homegirl Keisha do my makeup.
Shout out Shabam, rest in peace to Doc Ock. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, definitely.
Word.
Because Doc Ock was in touch with me and making sure I had everything straight.
Yeah,
And
man. He always made sure
yeah.
everybody was good.
Definitely. And we went down there, and man, it was dope. It was. I mean, it felt so dope. I was practicing like I had a strawberry call down to South Carolina. Found me a rehearsal studio. The dude taught me to death, but I know he taught her to death. But she found a rehearsal studio. I would work from like 6:30 at night to 6:10 in the morning.
Wow.
Then go straight to the rehearsal studio and rehearse for 1 or 2 hours. And then I did that. How long we did that for? Maybe before the show. Sure, but how long we did that rehearsing for? Maybe like 2 or 3 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks before, and that was like, and then when it got closer, I was doing like double. So I do it in the morning. On my days off, I do it in the morning and the night, and. You know, I don't want, it's like the worst when you forget your lyrics. And I got so many darn lyrics in my head. It's just like, I'll start off one verse and it'll be a whole different another song. And I'm like, might as well finish and go through with it.
Yeah. We all been there.
Yep. So, Rock the House was, that was dope. And then people from there that you had introduced me to that I learned from just putting that flyer out with all our different names on it.
Yeah.
Started reaching out like Star, Indigo Phoenix. Who else I met? Well, this is another story with Suge, because Sugar had let me hear a song he did with Elder Sensei down there. And so when I was performing, Goldie popped up, and I was just like, I ain't seen him in years, and so then I think Ellen performed after us, and then. After the show, he was, I think he had a mic in his hand or whatever, and he was like, I guess looking at it like real nasty or whatever, but I had already, COVID was right there. So I had bought a whole bunch of mic sponges.
We had mic sponges. Everybody had their own mic sponge. Makeba wasn't playing.
Yes, I made sure we had wipes and everything. We know if anybody know how it was when you went on the mic after either Biz Markie or after
Dougie Fresh.
Not Dougie Fresh, but what's the dude from Franklin Ave? That
Rozelle?
Not Rozelle. He didn't do beatboxing. He was a DJ, and he used to have. Everybody used to say he had the dust weed.
Oh no!
He used to open up for Flex. What was it? What's his name?
Who, Big Cat?
Big Cap. If you got on him, because he used to host.
He used to
host a lot of stuff, and Big Cap used to leave that mic. Right.
So good.
So I was just like, nah, I ain't gonna use nobody mic, because they be spitting on that
especially
stuff.
in the mix of COVID.
Yeah, so I made sure we were straight. And so I think I had an extra sponge, and he was looking at the mic like, And so I gave him a sponge, and then when he finished, I was like, it was nice to meet you or whatever. And then Shuggy, I think I said, you did a song with Shuggy. I said, I did a couple too, and he was just like, oh, we got to do something, and then we changed numbers. So I got to meet a lot of people.
That's dope.
And Afro, I met her there, the Junkies team and stuff like that. So all of this is dope.
And hold on, let me get a close up first. You know what I'm saying? And this is her new book right here, y'all.
Shout out Gina
You know
Black.
what I'm saying? Prescriptions from the Heart.